If you love freedom and liberty, subscribe to my channel. Here we go again. People are claiming that Google apps are using battery on their iPhone. Look, people, it's all how you use the app. Android and iOS are totally different operating systems. But, for example, if you give a Google app permission to constantly run, then it's going to. You have to, look, I don't care what operating system, Android, iOS, you have to understand your privacy features, because privacy features don't just keep you somewhat whatever. I don't believe in privacy features, by the way. I don't believe they work at all, because Google, Apple, Samsung, they all have the ability to do stuff on the phone without you knowing. And if you don't believe me, then you're a gullible idiot. All right, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is this. Your privacy features, they can also help you save a ton of battery on your iPhone. You just have to have the wherewithal to go to your settings. And if you can't find it in the list, go to that little search box and just type in privacy. You'll find your privacy. And then what you'll do on an iPhone, because everyone thinks like iPhones are these magically secure and safe, like you're off the grid if you use an iPhone. No, it's the same thing. You can still be tracked. And if you look at the stuff that's already enabled inside of your privacy settings, there you go. You just have to disable that stuff. The Apple lets you do it. It's just a matter of you taking doing it. You just got to go in there and doing it. You just have to go in there and do it. But other than that, I've never had a problem. As you all know, I made a ton of videos in the past talking about Google apps on an iPhone. The reason I use Google apps on an iPhone is continuity. I can go from an iPhone to an Android, say I have to. Everything would still be there. I use Google Keep, or they call it Keep Notes now. I use Google News, Gmail. So when I go from one to another, everything's all good. And it's not like this big confusing thing. And I'm not just like, hey, what do I do? Everything's all different. Now, I don't got nothing against the Apple apps. I actually love the Apple Calendar. I really don't like the Apple email client. I think it sucks. Apple Podcast is cool, but I don't like the politics of Apple. I don't like how they'll just ban people to this or that. But that's neither here nor there. Apple News is pretty cool, but once again, I feel Apple is a huge money grab. So, Google's a money grab. They're all a money grab at this point. But anyway, I digress. I went all over the place there. But long story short, you can easily, safely, effectively use Google apps on an iPhone. It's not a big deal. And if you have any brains, I recommend you go over to the keyword, or just go over to the Google website. Learn everything you can about Google. Learn everything you can about Google on iOS. Learn everything about iOS. Learn how to dive into your settings. You're not going to break anything. Dive into your settings, figure it out. I'll catch all of you in the next one. Take care.